um, art, we've looked at colour mixing with watercolours. For working online, we're going to be working with pencil colours. So the process is the same. You still mix your colours, except you don't mix them before putting them on the paper, you mix them on the paper. So for instance, to make green, as you can see on the video, we use yellow and blue. We put a thin layer of yellow, then a thin layer of blue, and then another layer of yellow, another of blue. And we keep building that up in soft layers until we start getting the green that we want. Obviously, if I pressed really hard with my blue, it would turn it very blue. I want to keep mixing it, adding little bits at a time until I get the color that I want to. At the moment, I'm only using blue and yellow, and depending on which blue and which yellow I use, I'll get a different green. So you can experiment with that. If I wasn't happy with this green, I could introduce, say, a darker blue, which is what I think I'm going to do next on the video. So you can see there I've got a darker blue, and it is making the green go darker. It's not going blue, but it is going darker. And you can keep doing that. If I add a dirty yellow, it changes the green again. So really dependent on what kind of green you want, you use your color theory and your color analysis. Here I'm creating a dirtier green by adding the complementary red. So I'm keep going blue and yellow, then I add a little bit of red, then a bit of yellow, then a bit of blue until I get a dirtier green. If I wanted to match the sorrow green watercolor that I painted, then I might add a bit more red to make it dirtier. I might also add a bit of purple. But as I added those colors, you can see I've added dark blue from the little bit at the top. Now I'm adding a little bit of purple, which you'll see is dirtying it. It's making it more of an olive green, more of a sorrow green. You can see there up at the top, I'm scribbling over the top, so you can see I'm adding purple. I'm going to add a little bit more red now, and I'm going to add it over that purple and blue that I've joined onto that patch of green, and you'll see I'll be able to blend those two together until it eventually all looks like the same green. So I'm keeping adding blue and yellow, a bit more red, until finally I get the olive green, the dirty green that I'm looking for. So I'm making it dirtier by adding the complementary plus a little bit of purple. With this kind of mixing, we create the color on the page, not on a plate and then putting it on the page. So there's an olive green, and it's a similar sort of green to my watercolor green. It looks a little bit different because it's made up of layers of lots of colors. I quite like that. It gives you a bit more form and richness. That's what you're going to be doing today, is applying some of your color theory, but mixing your colors with pencil crayon.